Hey there everybody, my name is Aubrey and I'm a voice coach and an opera singer. Today I'm really excited to talk to you a little bit about Disney's new live action film, The Little Mermaid. I found this really cool video of Halle Bailey singing and I think it was a really great performance. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the elements that she used to express aspects of Ariel's character. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit about Miss Bailey's fabulous performance.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cabin hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Amazing. So let's talk up until that point. This is really beautiful already. I think she is a great example of what I like to talk about with my students about pearls on a string. And what I mean by that is words being akin to pearls strung together to make a wonderful necklace, aka a sentence. She does a really nice job at letting each word waterfall into the next, which is how we speak colloquially with our friends and family, and it's really easy for the brain to hear that kind of stuff. So I'm hearing all the words she's saying. It's really nice. One thing I noticed though, it was hard for me to hear the word cavern just because she didn't put as hard of a C as she could have right there, so that's just a small thing. I think how she's saying gadgets and gizmos aplenty, just wonderful, so pretty. I think the thing that I would tell her if I were her friend and we were just chatting about this performance is, I wonder what would happen if she sang through the end of each one of those words just a little bit more, just a little bit. I just want to see what her voice does, because every once in a while she takes the gas off a little bit and it just kind of like floats a little bit ephemerally, and it's beautiful. I like that color. However, since she's probably going to be singing this for a very, very long time because she's the new face of Ariel, I would just be wondering if she'd ever be interested to try something new with her voice to see how that changes the interpretation of the song. That more at the end, although it's very full and beautiful, sounds a little bit tight. Ma, ma, almost like a pure ah sound. And I think personally when I'm singing these not super high but not super low notes for extended periods of time, I find myself getting stuck. And the way that I alleviate that is just opening a little bit in the back of my mouth so that it's not so much of an ah, but more of an ah. And that extra lift just gives me a bit more space to play with things. Perhaps I start with a little bit of straight tone and then I pull the audience in and blossom into a bigger vibrato. It's very easy for us to like kind of forget that we've got people listening and they want to hear where we're going. Accuracy of pitch, fabulous tone, good intention. I love the emotion. I would just warm it up just a little bit.
I want to be where the people are. I wanna see,
beautiful.
Dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet.
The acting, so good.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street, up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land They understand, but they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright
would have
young
wanted
women,
daughters.
sick of swimming, ready to stand. Ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word?
Nice open.
When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above us?
Nice. Very nice.
Out of the sea.
I love that.
Wish I could be.
That was very smooth.
Part of that one.
Nice ending. Nice ending. So let's talk a little bit about the rest of this. Loved the ending of that. That was so beautiful. The way she just kind of pulls it back into this tender, wonderful moment. Really, really nice. I will just start off with saying that moment where she says, wandering free. It's a little bit aggressive. I just thought it was a bit of an interesting choice to add that much grit at that point. But on the total flip side, I loved Stand. That was fabulous. I haven't heard anybody interpret that section in that way, which makes me excited because I really enjoy when people are making a classic character their own. There's so many years of tradition with this piece, and not only that, there's so many people who've done covers of this piece. I think there's probably just so much weight on this song, and her choice to pay homage to the original, but also throw in her own flair makes me very happy and very satisfied as a listener. If anybody's watched me on this channel before, you guys know I really enjoy live performance because I think it's just something very human. I think there's something beautiful about imperfection juxtaposed next to perfection, right? There's just something fascinating about being able to see the voice mold itself into these characters, being able to show off elements along with that original singer's personality. I think that's just fabulous. So I think Miss Bailey's work is just so beautiful. And I think she decided to do it in a way that's very tasteful, but also not boring. I think one of my biggest worries going into watching this was that it was going to be exactly like the original. So I think it's really fun to be able to see her do something unique with this role when it could easily have become just kind of samey same, and then I probably wouldn't have watched this video, to be honest, because I do like seeing what every singer brings to the table, especially if it's stuff that like I wouldn't necessarily have thought of. I think it's really clear that she commands a wonderfully tender yet also convincing presence on the stage. She has a fabulous sound when she pulls it back and really encourages you to kind of like lean forward. It's really wonderful, and I think that's something that could easily be missed in a live performance of this song. How you'd sing into a mic in a studio versus how you sing into a mic on a stage is very different. I saw a lot of her moving and a lot of her feeling. One thing that sometimes happens is a little bit of tension in the jaw. You could see it when she was holding those notes every once in a while. Anytime that we engage some of the muscles that we don't really need in order to sing, we open ourselves up to unnecessary tension. She sings so lightly and so fabulously, and yet gracefully commands presence on the stage, much like that of a real princess. So Miss Bailey, welcome to the princess canon of Disney. This is really exciting for the next iteration of live action films. I'm really grateful that I got to talk about it with you guys today, and I look forward to making another one of these videos that are akin to that. So if you have any recommendations of stuff you'd like to see me talk about, feel free to drop them in the comments section. I do take a peek at them. I'm really slow at making videos just because I do this for fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for spending a little bit of time with me over here on my corner of the internet. And don't forget, always keep singing.
this mountain.